we're here because HBO Max, Warner Brothers Discovery, Paramount has dropped
The company of many
has dropped.
names and many identities.
Have you ever talked with the other lanterns?
I'm the only human. They're aliens. One of them's a squirrel.
I like that ending part.
Okay.
Good job for the little lore, the little TC lore.
The one thing I worry, and it's the trend that's been going on with all of these adaptations, is they haven't shown us any lantern action just yet. We see them fly, we see the suit, we see the ring, we see the actual lantern itself, and if you're familiar with this stuff, you know what it all means. But this is still a show about DC's Green Lantern. So I don't want to have to come to episode 7 and finally see Hal and John lanterned out for after waiting for six episodes. That's my take.
And I think that's gonna be the most interesting part. Kind of like what we got with Wonder Man. We didn't get actual Wonder Man until like I think the last episode, essentially. And again, show was decent enough to watch and it was entertaining. But if you're in here and like, hey, if you're a Green Lantern fan and you saw that trailer, you're kind of like, okay, you got the beats right, but where's my green stuff? I didn't see no green stuff. I didn't see no light projection. Even if it was a little baseball bat, if it was a straw.
Exactly. Come on, man.
Little small little nugget. Give me something. Even that shitty Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie. The best parts about it were the light constructs. They did a good job. I mean, it's a crazy ass budget, but they had fun with it because that's exactly how Green Lantern is, right? You use your imagination and willpower to make anything you want. But I did like the beats of the differences of showing how. Like I personally think Hal's the worst Green Lantern of all time, and part of the reason, and the reason why I say that is part of the reason is he's the one that didn't elect to be a Green Lantern. He got thrust into it.
He was drafted.
He's always had the chip on his shoulder. Yep, he was drafted unwillingly, and he's always had that chip on his shoulder. And all the stories after that kind of have that, where everyone else that comes after him, they all chose it. Guy Gardner, Jon Stewart, even Kyle Rayner. He got he had this horrible thing happen to him, and he wanted to get revenge, but also do it in the justice way. And the Green Lantern and the Lantern shows him. So each Lantern that we've seen as a human is usually chosen it. He's the only one that did it, and he's had that chip on his shoulder ever since. And I like that at the very least, Kyle shows that part where like, yo, man, I've been doing this shit for a while by myself, and this shit sucks. You're the next dude, so I'm gonna train you, but I'm not gonna make it easy because I don't really care whether I want you to succeed, but I'm not invested in you like that. And I think that will be a good basis for them to continue this journey on. And like you said, I like that Aaron Pierre kind of kept that because he's a square jaw, he got the shoulders, he looks like a Marine, like he got the whole
very
look.
confident.
So
that's who Jon Stewart is. Like Jon Stewart walks with his head held high, and he doesn't get into a fight thinking I'm gonna lose. He gets into a fight thinking I'm gonna kick your ass. And
how badly am I gonna beat you?
How badly am I gonna have to do you in? Are you going to make me do you in? Because most likely he's gonna be on the side of right in that situation.
Right. It has the very specific danger of being too grounded.
Yep.
It's cool that they appear to have nailed the characterizations of Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan. That's key and that's core to the whole thing. But co-equal alongside that is this is a superhero narrative.
Yep.
And so you got to see him doing science fiction-y, superhero-y, special effect-y kind of things.
Yep.
And having not seen any of that brings back memories of when we watched and reviewed Daredevil Born Again season 1.
Oh yeah.
Good connection.
We got the first episode with him as Daredevil.
Yep.
Then another 5 or 6 episodes of him as Matt Murdock. And then the last episode of him as Daredevil alongside the Punisher, which was great. That was good stuff. But all right, man.
Too late, as we often say on here, is it came at that moment.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be the overall problem where I think they're trying to get to this level of storytelling that shows that they know what they can do stories and all that good stuff. Great. Awesome, man. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to see Green Lantern in space. I want to see Sinestro. I want to see the little squirrel.
The lead off audience is the comic book audience, not the people who are going to see this because it looks like a gritty cop drama. No, those people will be brought in by the comic book fans.
There's so much rich lore there and such interesting things. And one of the biggest things about it, it's space. I need my space cop in space. I don't need him in America just hanging out. Like,
what is he
you
doing
know,
in
I'm
Texas?
in between
Why
my
would
space
he
stuff.
be in Texas? So like, this is so beneath his pay grade.
Yeah,
like,
right.
This is what I'm saying.
This better be something that threatens Earth in a way that we have never seen before.
Like a spawn of the Parallax is hiding there or something. Like the Parallax is weak and hiding there.
These are Green Lanterns. These are not just earthbound cops or planet side cops. They're space cops in and they're responsible for whole sectors of space. And then when they all pull up, it's kind of like a universe threatening kind of deal. Multiple sectors, if not the entire universe at stake. And you get the scale and the sense of importance that something like that has when there's more than one lantern on the screen. This didn't give me that. This felt like X-Files.
Putting them on Earth, you gotta have something specific for them to be there. It cannot just be that they're just hanging out in Texas. Like that's not gonna work.
To not give us less hope, it is created by Tom King and Damon Lindenhoff.
Okay.
Tom King, he's the writer for Supergirl, World of Tomorrow, and a crazy run on Batman and a bunch of other stuff. Comic writing wise, he's really dope. And then David Lindenhoff, we all know from Star Trek Into the Darkness and Tomorrowland.
Hold on, though. But didn't he do? Didn't Lindelof do
Watchmen?
Yeah, I was gonna say Watchmen.
That's why I said that's the reason why.
Don't mention his Star Trek credit. That's not good.
No, you don't even need to.
I'm going in order of recent.
Lindelof is mostly known for Lost. Like that is his big claim to fame.
Yes. Leftovers, Watchmen, and then Lanterns is another one. I mean, his Lost was his big thing, and then from there he popped over to the movies.
Leftovers is like celebrated still as like one of the best series to come out of HBO during that last decade. So a writer with his mentality, now I'm intrigued, and I will give this thing my full attention until it loses me, because they did cast Sinestro, they did cast some of these, so there is gonna be some big time stuff.
And also, what was cool is that we didn't see Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, who is in the movie, who is in the cast. So that's another which is. So
we'll see what happens. They're being cheeky. I don't mind that they're not showing us all of the Lantern action. I just need reassurances with that next trailer. So even if you give me John doing the speech and at the end of it, he looks up and his eyes are green, that's all I need.
Give me a green construct straw while he's sipping his Coke or something like that. I'd be fine with
something.
Thanks for everybody for listening. And also, thanks for the likes and the subscribes and the follows, sharing with your homies.
Please subscribe. We want you guys to subscribe. We like bringing this content to you. So subscribe.
And this is Blerdlines, and we out.